What up, Dokkaners? Recently, I've been doing a few videos going over how to beat certain challenge events with certain categories, and a lot of you guys have been asking me to do the extreme one for the Divine Wrath Mortal Will Stage 9 against the Trunks. You have to clear this with a full Battle of Fate team, and you have to clear this with a full extreme type team covering every single type. Now, instead of making two separate videos, I'm just going to combine the two into one video, and we're going to be running a Battle of Fate squad along with every single type of extreme unit on the team. And this is going to be how we do it. So we are going to be running the Kid Buu as our lead. So we are running at a 130% defense clip. But with everybody here fitting Battle of Fate, you can also bring the friend unit as the 8-year anniversary LR. This is the key to going through this event a lot easier, because the friend unit doesn't count for you, and it also doesn't count against you. Because when you're trying to assemble your squad, they always say the friend unit doesn't count. When you're assembling your extreme squad, friend unit doesn't count. You can't bring like an all, like, you know, if you skip the tech type on your squad and you're hoping the friend unit can cover you, it doesn't count, which also means it doesn't count against you. So if you bring this as your lead on the friend side, you get a full 170% leader skill for Battle of Fate, and certain characters on the team might get a little bit more if they're in Final Trump Card or Shadow Dragon Saga. Now this team, the basis behind this is to cover every single type and also maximize big bad bosses. Kid Buu has it, Demon King Piccolo has it, Omega Shenron, a blast from the past, not only has big bad bosses, but he's also 200%. He is the weakest unit on the team. He's the most useless on the team, but because I've given him max additional, or at least a good chunk of additional, I'm hoping that he can launch a couple supers here and there. But also, the other most important thing about this, when you're attempting this sort of an event, is having both items be damage reduction. The reason for that is because if you use one damage reduction item, it's going to last you 2 turns. If the first turn's damage reduction doesn't appear to be enough, on the second turn, as you're about to finish that damage reduction, you can stack with a second use of the item. So for one turn, you have damage reduction times 2, and then the cycle basically continues. So you can basically stagger how much damage reduction you're getting. Ultimately, once you get your rotations in order, once everybody's stacked enough, they should be able to hold their own. So since you've got unlimited tries, you can do this strategy over and over and over. This is the team that I'm going to be using, and if you don't believe me that this works, trust me, it does. I already beat the event with this team. So we're going to be running through this again right now. All Battle of Fate extreme types. Let's do this.
All right, let's do this.
Also, let me lower the volume here because it might be a little bit loud. All right. So, do we need intros? I don't think we need intros. Also, I don't think we have any. Golden Frieza has it. It's fine. So, to start things off, the most important thing is to have everybody get the ball rolling. So, how do we do this? Well, this is actually kind of bad because we're kind of getting shafted on the RNG, the orbs right now, but that's okay. That's okay. We're going to use this first turn to gauge and see where we're going to be on this run. Okay, so we got lucky on the additional super attack for the Zamasu. That's good. Zamasu is also going to be very useful because the fusion Zamasu has healing, and also with all the stacking, you get more healing based on orb pickups. So fusion Zamasu is going to be very useful. So look at how much damage we're taking right away. This is not going to work. You have to start with a damage reduction. You just got to do it. So that's what we're going to do. And I wanted to include that in the video because I wanted you guys to see what happens. So let's jump back in. I mean, now that you know I already beat the event with this team, let's just do this.
All right, let's do this.
Okay, so we've got no Super Saiyan 4. We got no Spirit Bomb GT here. But we have a full Big Bad Bosses rotation. So this is looking pretty good. So we're going to combine this setup with a Whis. I'm going to use the Whis because it's the more potent of the 2 damage reducers. And I think this should be fine. Actually, you know what? No, I'm going to put the Zamasu in slot 1. Yeah, Zamasu in slot 1 is better because he has the damage reduction on top of the damage reduction. Then we'll do this. And then I'm going to do this because I would like to set up for next turn Spirit Bomb GT, picking up all of those orbs in slot 2. It's going to be very useful. The quicker that the Spirit Bomb GT can raise that damage reduction, the less reliant we're going to be on items. And then also, we can make the unit a heck of a lot tankier for the occasional situation where we have to double up. Fusion Zamasu is going to be one such unit on this rotation. The other rotation will be the Spirit Bomb GT. Oh, that's it? Okay. Here it is. 100k. 250k. Okay. That's a lot, but hey, that's what makes this tough. And that's probably why you guys have been asking for it. So hopefully this video helps you guys out. And if you guys find these videos useful, feel free to like and subscribe. It's a bit of a stretch at this point, but I'm still going to try. We're trying to hit 80,000 before the end of the worldwide download, which is basically a week and a half away. But hey, you know what? Goals are meant to be unreasonable because it makes you push that much harder. So hopefully we can. All right, we're taking double digits on a damage reduction with that Kid Buu. That's good to see. All right, so I'm going to put the Frieza in slot 1. He does have damage reduction, and he's got type disadvantage, but he's also got max dodge. Damage reduction plus his damage reduction, we should be fine. Putting Spirit Bomb GT in slot 2 with the Whis does bode well for us. Omega Shenron, man, you bonehead. Okay, well, his passive does allow for possibly more supers. I hope he does. He has launches an additional attack. He has one shot at an additional super. I really hope he gets it, because that is gonna hurt. Oh, it's gonna hurt a lot. Maybe I should have put him in slot 1. Maybe. Next turn, we will be using a damage reducer again, probably. Because the other thing is, with the Golden Frieza, if we stay above 50%, we have the full 80% damage reduction. If we drop below, his damage reduction drops to 50, and he has no base passive to begin with. So he needs all the damage reduction he can get. Plus, we also have Bulma. Bulma will be dropping turn 4, most likely. There we go. Look at all these attacks. Not only are we getting more damage reduction, more stats, but we're also taking out his energy gauge a little bit. Please super, please super, please super, please super, please super. Super! Oh, this is gonna hurt. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Please launch a super, just one. Oh my god. Don't super him. Okay. All right, now we got Fusion Zamasu. Now we have no damage reduction for the turn besides him. So we will probably use the Icarus item, because now, fortunately, everybody has... Ooh, you know what? Maybe I don't need to. Maybe I don't need to. I would have to bench the Fusion Zamasu, though. Man. You know what? I'm going to do something absolutely crazy. I'm going to bench the Golden Frieza. I know that seems insane, but it is what it is. Don't super. Okay. So, putting Fusion Zamasu in slot 1. We got hit, which means we have a guaranteed additional super. So that's going to make our healing much more potent in the next couple turns. And with all these supers that he launches before he gets hit, maybe we could tank the super attack. Best case scenario, he doesn't super until the Golden Frieza in the end. I'm taking a chance. Is this the right call? Well, we'll find out. Ultimately, it may not be if he does hit me with it. Okay, good. You know what? It was the right call. Because now he's going to hit Golden Frieza in slot 3, and we're not going to take any damage. So I lucked out. Worst case scenario, we would just start it over. No problem. Putting Piccolo in slot 2 also allows for possibly more supers. He'll max out. By the time we do transform into physical... by the time the enemy transforms into physical Trunks, we can just bench him. And if we keep supering, we can keep him at bay. I think with enough attacks. If this guy supers twice, I think maybe we take out his gauge. I don't actually know the mechanic behind the gauge. Like, how many supers do you have to launch for that gauge to drop below full? Because sometimes you can do that. Oh my gosh, look at all these additionals. Oh, we didn't do it. I thought we were. All right, well, now it's physical time. Yeah. You mad now? Okay, so physical. Okay, you know what? We got type advantage. And we got Whis. Okay. Because this guy hits insanely hard, even though we've got type advantage, I'm going to supplement it with that. Now, the question is, do I put this unit in slot 1 so that... Do we have enough orb pickups for slot 2? We do. Okay. The only question that I had was going to be if the Spirit Bomb GT would be able to launch plenty of attacks in slot 2. He will. All right, so we're good. We're good. Even that Kid Buu in slot 3, we're going to be fine. Golden Frieza's got 80% plus the Icarus. He's also got max dodge. All right, so he doesn't dodge. This is gonna hurt. Let's see how much it is. Look at that, double digits. Never mind, it's not gonna hurt. Sight. All right, so now Spirit Bomb GT will fully max out. We're doing even better than we did on my last run before I recorded this video. Because by this turn, I think I used Spirit Bomb, the revive mechanic. We're getting pretty lucky with the attack distributions. Okay. One more? Nope. Okay. This Kid Buu, by the way, does get stronger with each attack performed. So he also raises attack and defense per super. I've given him a good chunk of additional, so hopefully he can launch a couple. I think he's fully maxed out now. But he already supered, so we're not going to take anything. Yeah. To me, that's not anything, okay? 36k, it could be way worse. We just gained our health back because Fusion Zamasu heals us at the start of the turn. Let's go. All right, now this is bad. This is a pretty bad turn. And in this particular instance, I would advise that you double up on damage reduction. One Icarus is not going to be enough. If Piccolo gets hit with a super attack, I don't know what happens. I'd rather not find out. There's no shame in doubling up on items here. That's exactly what they're for. So I'm going to put Fusion Zamasu in slot 1 with a double. Actually, you know what? With a double damage reducer, I could transform this guy into his corrupted form, but I'd rather not. Let's play the smart. So we'll do this. We'll do this. And then is the Omega Shenron shafted again? Nope. He actually gets the super this time. If we don't somehow take it this turn, we take it next turn. I'm so glad this was an even smoother run than the one that I did off camera. 2 mil. Yeah, we got this. Okay. Is he gonna super us early? Nope. Whoa! Okay. You know what? Demon King Piccolo might just take this himself. Yo. He has a max critical build for me because I'm a World Tournament tryhard. Don't do that. You should be going for additionals, but those crits are actually coming in quite handy right now. What if this dude gets it? That would be hilarious if we actually got it from this guy. There's one. No, he's not gonna do anything. This guy's so bad. All right. Looks like that's it. That is it. Golden Frieza in slot 1, sure. Yep. Golden Frieza in slot 1. Then we'll do this. And there you have it, folks. That is how it's done. You don't need to be afraid to use your items. You really don't. By the way, we only had a residual Kid Icarus, or not Kid Icarus, sorry. Icarus damage reduction, just one of them, 35%. Plus, this one's, what is it, 70% damage reduction? So that's why we took double digits there. Even if we didn't have any damage reduction this turn, we would have probably taken maybe like 100,000, 150,000. It would not have been something that we would have to worry about. Now, I know some of you might be saying, Toon, I don't have these guys, they're not rainbowed, yada, yada, yada. Keep in mind, I am using a baseline team. Like, if you have better units, you can bring them. And if you don't have high level hidden potential on these characters, you can try this as many times as you want. Because sometimes you get the good luck of the draw, sometimes you don't. But the good news is, with all of those damage reducers that you're gonna have, the first, like, 4 to 6 turns, you're gonna basically be covered. So you can kind of mess around a little bit to fix your rotations to kind of offset the fact that maybe you don't have a 90% or 100% Demon King Piccolo. I brought a useless Omega Shenron who did virtually nothing, and we didn't suffer for it. Yeah, it was rainbowed, but even if he was and he got hit with a super attack, that would have hurt. So we got it done. Always remember, the friend unit doesn't count, so you can use that to your advantage. This was actually something that a lot of people took advantage of during the Cell Max event in its heyday. When Cell Max first came out, a lot of people struggled to beat the event because either they didn't have Cell Max or Orange Piccolo, or they just had, whatever reason that they had that they couldn't beat it. So what people would do is assemble a team that would accommodate an Orange Piccolo friend unit while still adhering to the category restrictions. and then you could still beat the event because you had an orange Piccolo doing all the work. So that's exactly what we did here. So hopefully you guys are able to do the same thing. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on this extreme type Battle of Fate challenge event. Do you guys like it? Were you guys able to clear it no problem? Has it been a difficult one for you? What is the most difficult category-based challenge event you've ever had to do in Dokkan, in your tenure in Dokkan? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content in the future and click the notification bell so that you let each know you want to see more of my stuff. Do it. Thanks again. Stay tuned and remember to Dokkan responsibly.